Hey guys, I am planning on cleaning the throttle body on a 2008 Altima. I've never done this before, and I know that it is important to do so. I've never done it on a car that has an electronic sensor on the throttle body, or at least doesn't have a cable like on my older truck. So I've heard that there's a relearn process after you do this, so I don't know, I'll take my chances. It's only got about 65,000 miles on it. Let's get started. Took off this small hose piece here by way of these two hose clamps, just with a flathead screwdriver. Swung this piece around to get it out of the way. And then what you're going to do is there are essentially 4 bolts that hold the throttle body on. One here, one here, one here, and one underneath. And I'm not sure the size, I'll tell you in just a second. Okay, so the socket size you're going to need is an 8mm or a 5/16, and all you do is basically pop these loose. They should come off pretty easily. There's one here, third one's here, and then one's on the back side. You can't really see it, but you'll feel it pretty easily. Sorry. Fourth one's on the back side there. So again, 1 here on the top, 2, 3 on the bottom here, and then 4 in the back. Now there's some hoses connected here. I left those on, and I'm pretty sure that's where the coolant goes through. I'm going to leave that on, just bend this over to the side, get it out of the way, be able to flip it over, and I'll show you on the back side what you're going to be cleaning. Alright, so I've almost got these off. Now there's a sensor on the back side as well, and you can't see, well maybe you can see this clip here, but all you do is to press the little button, it pops right off, and that's the sensor for the throttle body, since this is all electronic.
Daddy, that goes all the way over there.
Alright, so now that I've got that all the way detached, flipping it over here, you can see this butterfly that opens up, and you'll want to clean all around that butterfly, especially here on the hinges where it kind of hinges. You'll see a lot of creosote or black buildup, and you're going to want to buy a can of carbon throttle body cleaner. Stuff's pretty costly. Don't get it in your eyes. I've had that happen a few times, and it is not fun. Let me just see if I can back this out a little bit so you can see it a little better. Alright, so all I did was take a toothbrush, a little baby toothbrush, and I scrubbed that all out. Took some rags and cleaned it up. Did it on the front side as well. Actually did that part before I even took it off, and then I decided just to take the whole thing off so I could really get a good clean on it. And then there is a rubber gasket here. I'll show you just in case. Make sure to put that back. There's a little tab here. You can see that, and that goes right into this little hole to make sure you've got it in proper alignment, and then you just work around the gasket to put it back in. And it's rubber, unlike some of the other ones. I took one off my 2003 Tacoma, and it was like cardboard, and I ripped it, and so this is much better. And then this piece just fits right back inside of here, just like that. So just right on the lip of it. Bring it around here so you can see it. You can see how that just fits right there. And then we're just going to mount this back on and see if we can get it all put back together. First thing I'm going to do is... Okay. I'm going to reconnect this sensor. It should snap. And then line the 4 holes back up, and obviously put the bolts back in. So I'm going to do that. Alright, now I've got that back on. Got these 2 hose clamps back on. I had taken them off even though I didn't remove it. Alright, now I'm going to swing this hose back around. This gets seated there. This goes on the air filter reservoir box here. Alright, I just made that more difficult than it should have been. I don't know what I'm doing here. Alright, good. Alright, that's back on, and we'll just tighten up these two hose clamps, and basically that's it, man. Put this air filter back in with the part that goes around here to the front radiator. It just clamps in. I'll show you that in a second as well. So let's get that done. Alright, hose clamps are on. I'm going to put the air box back on. Now there are two little parts on the bottom here, and there are two receiving holes in the bottom of the air box here. This goes down inside first, and then it has the two latches on the top. Alright, easy enough. And then last but not least is this big part here. Basically this is going to go, sorry, let me back this up a little bit. So right here on the top of the engine, this is actually going to seat underneath here. There's a little rubber grommet. This just snaps in, and there's another one right here. It literally just snaps in underneath there, and I'll get that done, and then we'll essentially push this part down and we'll be good to go. And I guess you could actually take this off, make life a little easier. Since this angle's a little awkward, put it down there, and then it actually fits inside of that little space there. So it's nice and tight, but still allows it to move a little bit. Alright, good as new. Now the only thing is, I believe you have to reset the computer, since we did clean that, and the computer supposedly knows and accounts for the gunk buildup in the throttle body. So I found it online. I'm going to try to do that, and if I figure it out, I'll show you. Okay, before I try to do any of that resetting the computer, I am going to take the negative cable off the battery. I'm going to leave it there for about 20 minutes or so. Just in my experience, that's what I like to do. Take this off, let the computer kind of reset so that it doesn't think that the throttle body is where it was before, and hopefully that'll take care of it. That's a 10mm wrench. Take that off, and then if for some reason it throws an engine light, then I'll do that little procedure that I talked to you about, and then I'll kind of go over that with you as well. All right.